Hi friends, welcome to this pre-market analysis of Nifty, where on a chart we try to make informed guesses of where buyers and sellers are. So as you can see, this is the chart of Nifty on a daily time frame, and this is the monthly level that we had drawn, and we had predicted that Nifty could consolidate in this level for a while. So the support was this fair value gap that we had drawn, and Nifty took perfect support there. We had anticipated it to come a little lower, but it did not. It took support, and the top of the fair value gap went all the way to this monthly support level that we had drawn, invalidating this bearish fair value gap. That's, I believe, on a weekly time frame that we had drawn, and the day candle closed above this level. Not much significant, the closure, because these are like monthly and weekly levels that we are talking about, but still the daily fair value gap that we had drawn was respected. Now moving on, let's delete all the levels and start our analysis afresh as we usually do. Starting with the monthly time frame. So those of you who are here for the first time, this is an indicator that I am testing. I um, analyze the bias on different time frames, and this is what I do manually, and this is an indicator that I had created and I'm testing. So I'll be inputting the biases here manually, and then at the end of the day and end of it all, we just go there and double check if everything matches. On a monthly time frame, Nifty is not sure. It's going to be staying not sure for a long time. Why is it not sure? Because it has neither created a higher low nor a lower high. These are two simple things that I look for. Let me just delete this alert. I'll set it again if I have to. Okay. So um, the last higher low was created right here. That was in August, and that was invalidated in the March of this month. So now what we are looking at is Nifty retesting this swing low. Where is the ray? Yeah, here is the ray, and this Nifty is retesting this swing low. And let me give it proper colors and proper thickness. What's the proper thickness? I just like to keep it thicker for higher time frames and thinner for lower time frames, so that in live market I don't keep double guessing what time frame did I draw that on. So my assumption is, unless Nifty becomes super bullish, it could actually either consolidate in this area for a while, taking the stop losses of all um, intraday option buyers and other kind of intraday index directional index traders. This could be an area where Iron Condor guys make money for some time, unless there's some big news that could move the market, and or this could be an area from where a deep rejection is taken. So in that case, this green that we see would be called a dead cat bounce in the coming days. So let's look at what happens. And on a support, this is one important support that Nifty hasn't tested. So it is indeed an area with good liquidity, and Nifty came all the way down till here and then did not test this level. But this was supposed to be Nifty's pullbacks are approximately 4,000 points, and so that was almost covered in this fall, but a little bit more, and then it would have actually taken the liquidity in this swing low, but that did not happen. Let's see if that will happen. So I'm talking about two scenarios. This month it could just consolidate here for the next 10 days, or like go a little up and then come back and consolidate here for a few days, or get sold off entirely from this level and then come and retest, then come and test this swing low level. So I'm not sure what is going to play out. We'll have to wait and see. Going over to the weekly time frame. On a weekly time frame, things are getting interesting. I had drawn a weekly bearish fair value gap previously. Let me just draw that back again. So this is one weekly fair value gap that we're talking about. That's looks like Nifty is respecting that fair value gap. There is a close inside the fair value gap. So now the next level for Nifty to test is this swing level. So let me mark it in red. So basically what we are doing is looking at premium and discount arrays. So fancy name, buyers and sellers. So next, liquidity of sellers is right here on top of this. So let's see what Nifty, and again it's a weekly level, so you have to look at it at a larger perspective, not trade an intraday take an intraday trade with that in mind. On a weekly level, again, once again, there's a weekly bullish fair value gap that is formed here. It makes it all very complicated now. I'm not sure if I should be marking these because I am an intraday trader. For analysis sake, let's keep marking. Now, there is a bullish fair value gap that's created here too. That this now coming over to the daily time frame, but I did not look at the bias on a weekly time frame. The bias on a weekly time frame is bearish. Why is it bearish? Because of these two swings. This is not going to change unless there's a higher low created or this is invalidated. Now this swing high is actually lower than this swing high, and the lower high means it's bearish. That's the reason it's bearish. Now going over to the daily time frame. On a daily time frame, let's look at the bias first. This was a swing high. That swing high was invalidated, and this was a swing low. That swing low was invalidated. So there's no higher lows or lower highs. So it is not sure. Day is not sure. Keep it as it is. And let me mark the fair value gap that's been formed. That is right here. That's a bullish fair value gap on a daily time frame. So why are these bullish fair value gaps or bearish fair value gaps important? If you are looking to take an opening trade, if Nifty opens somewhere here, it's a good area to sell. If it opens somewhere here, it's a good area to buy. So it's a trade for a few seconds or a few minutes. You buy it, Nifty jumps from that area, you sell it off. So those kinds of trades are possible with these kind of levels. Going over to the 4-hour time frame. On a 4-hour time frame, Nifty is bullish. Yes, Nifty is bullish. Why is it bullish? Because you see this is a swing high and swing low, and it has formed a higher low. So that makes Nifty bullish on a 4-hour time frame. Let me just change this here. And I'm not going to mark the fair value gaps and stuff here right now. Let me go to the hourly time frame. On an hourly time frame too, Nifty is no, it is not bullish on an hourly time frame. I was expecting it to be bullish. It is not sure. You see, this swing high was taken. This swing low was also taken. So there are no higher lows or lower highs. So it is on an hourly time frame. It is not sure. Now let's just try matching these to these manual entries and on the indicator. Well, It matches perfectly. I've been testing this indicator for a few days now. Perhaps I may not do the manual entry starting tomorrow. Let's see. The Strait of Hormuz was open when the market closed, after market closure, and gift Nifty had jumped a few points. It was trading much higher when I last looked at it. Well, it's not as high. Well, this is Nifty futures and this is gift Nifty. It's a few points higher. Let's see where it opens. Look out for an open in these levels and then see if you get some interesting trades. That's all from my side. I'm not a certified analyst and I do this only for educational purpose. Thank you.